Class 9 Digestive System. 2. Digestive system functions. Digestion. Breaking down food into usable nutrients. Absorption. Transferring nutrients into bloodstream. Excretion. Expelling out non-digestible and non-usable materials. The alimentary canal. Continuous hollow tube extending from mouth to anus. Mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anal canal. 4. Accessory organs. Organs that contribute to the digestive process, but are not part of the alimentary canal and the food does not travel through. Salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, pancreas. 5. 4 layers. 6. 4 layers. Movements of the alimentary canal. Peristalsis. Propelled contents forward. Alternates between circular and longitudinal muscles. Mixing movements. Uses circular and longitudinal muscles simultaneously to cause a mixing or churning type of movement. Mixing can be done all along the canal, but is most noticeable in the stomach. The mouth. 9. Mouth functions: small amount of digestion, start CHO, receive food. Taste. Receive food. Moisten food and prepare for further processing. Salivary glands exocrine, glands composed of mucus and serous cells. Parotid. Largest of the main glands, secretes mostly serous fluid. Submandibular. Secretes equal amounts of serous and mucus fluids. Sublingual. Secretes mostly mucus fluid. Saliva components. 98% water. 2% antibacterial components. Mucus. Electrolytes, Na, Ca, K, Mg. Amylase, salivary. Salivary amylase breaks down CHO, therefore. CHO digestion begins in the mouth. 11. The pharynx. 12. Swallowing, known as degglutination. Allows food to pass from the mouth to the pharynx to the esophagus. Can start as a voluntary action, but quickly becomes involuntary. Bolus passes along hard palate then to soft palate with tongue pushing towards oropharynx. Bolus is prevented from gaining entry into the larynx by the epiglottis. The esophagus. Pierces the diaphragm through the esophageal hiatus. Circular muscles that close off before entering the stomach. Cardiac sphincter, aka gastroesophageal sphincter, lower esophageal sphincter. Function: propel food into stomach. There is no digestive function. 14. The stomach. 15. Protein digestion begins in the stomach. Gastric glands. Function: mucus cells. Secretes mucus. Parietal cells. Secretes HCl, acid, intrinsic factor, protein release to allow intestine to absorb B12. Chief cells. Secretes pepsinogen, an inactive form of pepsin. Once this mixes with HCl, it becomes pepsin and is able to break down protein into amino acids. Temporary storage tank for food. Site for mechanical and chemical breakdown of proteins. Protein digestion begins in the stomach. Cells in the lining of the mucosa continuously secrete bicarbonate to protect the stomach lining from self-digestion. So this, along with mucus, protects the lining. 17. The pancreas. 18. Functions of the pancreas. Releases enzymes that digest fats, proteins, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids. Produces alkaline, basic, fluid to neutralize acidic chyme in small intestine. produces insulin and glucagon to regulate sugar metabolism. Pancreatic juice. Pancreatic amylase breaks down CHO. Pancreatic lipase breaks down fats. Proteinase, trypsin, breaks down proteins. Nuclease breaks down nucleic acid into nucleotides, from DNA and RNA. Pancreatic juice is very alkaline, which helps neutralizes the fluid and allows the intestine to absorb properly. Liver. 20. Hepatic portal system. 21. Liver lobes, 2 lobes, left and right hepatic lobules. Cylindrical structures which are the functional units of the liver. Contain hepatocytes, bile canals and ducts. Artery, hepatic. Vein, hepatic portal on perimeter and central vein draining sinusoids into hepatic veins. Sinusoids, blood-filled spaces between hepatocytes. Kupffer cells, specialized macrophages. Liver functions: makes and secretes bile, stores some vitamins and iron. Detoxification. Stores glucose. Modifies fats so the body can use them more efficiently. Forms plasma proteins. Helps excrete byproducts of RBC, bilirubin, into bile. Synthesizes urea, byproduct of protein metabolism, released into blood and sent out in urine. Bile. Emulsify fats. Stored in the gallbladder and becomes 5x more concentrated. Produced by hepatocytes. Pasty yellow/green substance. Contents: bilirubin, cholesterol, salts, water, sodium and potassium, and sometimes small amounts of copper and other metals. About 1 liter per day is made by the liver. About 95% of all salts found in bile are reabsorbed in the body in the lower small intestine. The gallbladder. 26. The small intestine. 27. Structures of the intestinal wall. 28. The large intestine. 29. Defecation reflex. 30.